We have an opportunity to welcome Dr. Sarfaraz. He is a renowned figure in SKUAST-K Kashmir. He recently superannuated from his services. He was our head dealer of LPT for around 20-25 years. Then he took charge of a team. He was a dean for 5 years in this faculty. Then he was control examination for 2 years in the SKUAST-K Kashmir. Then he was director research for 2 years in SKUAST-K Kashmir, and he retired as director research SKUAST-K Kashmir. So whenever we are having such kind of programs, I am his student, he is my mentor, he is our mentor, he is my guide. From last, I had been very close with him. So whenever we are having a program, we always take advice from him. And I found a very apt place right now to invite करने के लिए हम because we are having in our function here. So and he is an authority in Pashmina. The first project which came to Kashmir in Pashmina, related to Pashmina, it came to Dr.Asif, Wani. He ran that for 3 years from 2001 से लेकर 2003 तक, way back in before 20 years. Then one of the mega project which he ran, operated in SKUAST-K Kashmir, that was value chain of Pashmina production, enhanced productivity and profitability. That was related to Pashmina production as well as Pashmina processing. So we had a number of beneficiaries here. We used to in Ladakh, we made a number of interventions and they were very good successful. And one of the interventions was introduction of Pashmina in non-traditional area of Kargil and Ladakh. So in that case, द्रास में जो पश्मीना बोर्ड भी आप देख रहे हो, that is his contribution. या पानी खल में पश्मीना नहीं था, तो we introduced पश्मीना boards there, and that is a great success. आज भी आपको वहाँ पे पश्मीना boards मिलेंगे जो कि लग रहा था कि वहाँ पे पश्मीना ग्रो नहीं हो सकता. So it is all because of the contribution of Dr. Sarfaraz. Then he had another project on Pashmina, जिसमें हमने पूरे करगिल में पश्मीना बोर्ड्स को इंट्रोड्यूस करवा दिया. तो बहुत सारे इलाके हमने number that we extended that. Now introduction of Pashmina boards in non-traditional area, that was again a success. And then in every level he has supported us. We thank him for that. I guess everybody to have a round of applause for him. And we want to say something, sir. जब तक हमारे हाथ सब आ जाएंगे.
Good afternoon, Assalamu alaikum to all of you. Seeing the Pashmina is our unique fiber. Just we are talking about the Pashmina. I started working in the Pashmina way back in 1986. I had my master's also in processing of Pashmina, although I am a veterinarian basically, but working in the livestock technology is a part of it. At that time, I first documented the process of traditional process. It is long back. You see the woolens. They have issued a few continuous journal publications. That is still there. They use that was exclusive 3-4 that was given related to Pashmina. That started actually the research. We were all, at that time there was no ban, nothing like Shatos was introduced. We identified that in 1989, my paper came on what is Shatos, the quality assurance of Shatos. It is scale structure, scale fiber. That became the basis of the ban on Shatos. Because that gives them the idea how to identify a Shatos with the Pashmina fiber. At that time, I had given them scale structures, scale ways, how to differentiate between Pashmina and Shatos. And that became then wildlife, took a mega project on wildlife development department, how to differentiate, then what is the cortical structure in Shatos, what is the cortical structure in the Pashmina, how medulla variations. That's one of my papers. That also came out and I was started research. And since then, I was continuously working with Pashmina, and that became my passion and job to work with this. I started first National Agriculture Technology Project scheme, At that time, we started working in woolen and fibers. Then actually a big World Bank project, which was at that time 15 crore rupees way back in 84? No, 94, 2004. No,
2009.
2009. That is, if we compare 2009, 15 crores and today's, it amounts more than 200 crores plus. And among the NIIP projects, this was the biggest NIIP project of all. There were 100 and odd projects. This was the biggest finance support project. And we had received lots from Prime Minister's office. This project was appreciated in all places because there is a big myth that Pashmina can grow only in Chanda. The biggest myth was that you cannot grow Pashmina outside Chanda. We showed them. Now, only the climate has to be changed. You have to monitor. In Guresh, the temperature is minus 40. But people were saying we cannot grow Pashmina. Then I told them why. I surveyed it. We stayed there. They were keeping their goats in their underground shelters. So there is very, very essential for Pashmina that they should receive stimulus, minus stimulus initiation during winter at minus 10 to 15 degree temperature. A goat chicken should receive a physiological stimulus. That was not there. We gave them open shelter type modules, and that was replicated by Central Wool Board then. That gave them initiation of production. In the process of that, how it is processed, how production enhanced, how then we developed, Kargil became another belt for Pashmina. Similar, not only Kargil, in Himachal, Chivu breed was at a extinct. It was almost declared extinct. And we made them, these 5 years, we revived that Chivu breed. I was going regularly because I have a partner at Palampur also. We made them, and that Chivu breed is now giving Pashmina. That is now surviving in Nepal and other places also. So that became the basis. That actually in all the things, our teamwork is essential. That's what I mean to say. Whenever we work in research, individuals can never matter. It is a teamwork. When we work coordinated, different people coordinate. A single person cannot do effective research. He may be doing some molecular research, something which is giving some status. But when we work in a team, we had 3 teams. One was from our Vikarnagar, one was from here, another was from Palampur. We work in a team. Our team first came a DNA based, that's our patent, identification of Pashmina falsification. Because that is a big problem. How to identify it? The DNA extraction in Pashmina is the biggest problem all there. We developed a protocol how to extract DNA from organ structures to dead fiber. That is a big problem. Otherwise, if you go to this Dehradun people, they say if you have to identify, you should have a roots. Without root, you cannot identify, get a DNA structure for identification. We showed them how to modify, and that is the collective effects. Similarly, we developed charkha. That's my colleague Shekhawar sir was there. He's basically a textile engineer. We developed charkha. You might have seen that is known to everybody. People are now seeing it. NIIP Pashmina or SKUAST-K charkha. That's coordinated to give a better remuneration to the artisans. At that time, almost it was, when we started developing this charkha, almost 99% people have left spinning, hand spinning. Now it is coming. Hand spinning is coming, but not in traditional, it is coming on the same time. We developed a very simple, basically idea is to give a technology, any idea which boosts the which moral of the persons working here. We had spinners, then we had weavers. You know, you might be seeing that in Eidgah people were using 3 to 4 poles, 7 poles, and then they were making that yin. Wow. Now you see anywhere? No, because we developed a warping system, a simple warping system. You can come and see. It's a very simple system, but simple interventions. And then we gave it to all those areas as a cluster. People are still doing there. And I had asked them to charge them a minimum because we give to the person who could maintain. Otherwise, if you give it to the person who did not maintain, it is waste. That's why we give it to the person, you take it, earn from it. Simple warping system. So in looms, we did not do many changes, major except the design change we did. Then we also worked it for a natural dye. Our paper on natural dye of Pashmina has been published in national, international journals, and we have seen the biggest problem with the natural dye is it can extract dye. We can do it. Only thing is which I discussed in the national level as well as international level also, when there was a natural dye conference in Delhi also, that we don't have a certification in natural dyes. Still is there. The Angaro Vice Chancellor, she retired as a Vice Chancellor later. She was the chairperson at that time. I discussed it. She's a lady, Home Science lady, working and who has worked all along with natural dyes from Home Science College, Hyderabad. I worked with her. I told her that unless we develop some protocol, how to get a natural dyes registration, still is a problem. But they are trying, I don't know how they have succeeded because I came out from that. So anyway, wherever we are working, a coordinated, effective work helps to make it. And we should have, it is not necessary that you make a big research for impacts. Any research which helps anything, any work which helps the basic workers, that is the real thing. See, we have developed a protocol how to identify machine hands. I discussed a lot many times with the people of Kashmir chambers. I went to them. I personally went kindly keep differentiate hand and machines. I can show you, they will show you papers, how quality deteriorates the machine and hand. Although we developed one protocol of using latex instead of nylon, but latex still remains there if you dissolve. That became a big problem. Because latex still will be dissolved with the hot water only. Still, but its still remnants remain there and harshness remains there. When they are using now machine dye, machine spinning, they are using as a carrier as a nylon. So you have to remove the nylon. Acid effect is there. Then you do carbonize. So anything which is attracting HCl 20%, what will happen to it? We cannot do. Then if you have any of seen the machine dyed fabric without final finishing, this is just like jute. Then they give it alkali treatment. So anything which is given treatment of acid followed by alkali, what will happen? It is the imagination of ourselves how to do. That's why I tried many a times. I'm not against modernization, but we should make a label separate. Ensure that never make anything falsifications. That's why our trade is getting problem. We make falsification. We make machine spin, machine process, and then sell it at the rate of hand spin. That is why quality is not. That the basic idea of this program is also that you identify the quality based on your actual what is there. If you know how to identify the quality parameters, how to differentiate between hand and machine spin, that is the biggest success you have. If you can simply identify how to differentiate between hand spin and machine spin fabrics in Pashmina, that's the biggest challenge for Pashmina. I hope you all will work because you are young, diverse field, work together and you will get a good success. Thank you. Yeah.
I have one question. So you said that there's a difference between machine spinning and this hand spin. Obviously, in order to spin the Pashmina machine, you need nylon as a part.
Yeah.
And then you have to dissolve it in SCL.
Yeah.
It is doing 10 major part.
Yeah.
So my question is, when we see Pashmina, so say for example, let's take example of Khani. So Khani is possible to achieve when we dye.
Yeah.
And 99% of the times we use chemical dyes.
Yeah.
We don't go for natural dyes.
Yeah.
So in that case, say for example, even if the fiber is hands on, and then when it is dyed, you accept. So
No, that is not damage so much. See, the biggest, that is the chrome acids. Level of damage concentration is very low in dye. What you here use 20% HCl for removing nylon. That is the difference. You use 3% for chrome dye. Right? 3% बताते हैं. Difference between 3% acid and 20% HCl is lot. Then not only that acid, Then they use alkali as a softener. Softener is simply alkali. If you do not use soap, then anything you treat with acid followed by alkali, what will happen? There's a big, I think some of the paper, some presentation he will, Asif will or somebody will give. He will show you, we have done ultra microscopic studies. We have done lot, we have worked exclusively how machine and hand spin differentiate. How it damages. So we should, if somebody wants only machine spin, let him tell it's machine spin. He should not say it is a hand spin. Yes. He should say it's a machine spin, no problem. The life is 2 washings. I have that worked for that. If you prepare a machine spun shawl, then give it after 2 washings. It is not worth using. Compared to hand spun shawl, after 25 to 30 years also, it is still growing glow. आपने देखा होगा आपके घरों में होंगे पुराने शाल, आप देखिए उनके 25 साल 30 साल पहले आपकी माँ के पास होंगे या आपकी दादी के पास होंगे. They are washed, they are changing it every year to the same धोबी, है ना? आप उसके बाद देखिए every year they make it it's giving more glow. Rather than this, आप तीन washings maximum life है. 3 washing के बाद आपको इसको at any cost you have to throw it. आपने कितना ही एम्ब्रॉयडरी पे खर्च क्यों ना किया, कितना ही आपने इसको ब्यूटिफिकेशन क्यों नहीं की, 25-30 हज़ार पर लगते हैं एम्ब्रॉयडरी पश्मीना शाल. I have seen the people are using for 50,000 rupees embroidery. वो 50,000 सारे वेस्ट होते हैं because they are using the basic fabric is wrong. वो 3,000 और 12,000 में कितनी फर्क है? वही वो 3,000 में ये 3,000 में बनता है मशीन, वो 12,000 स्टार्ट होता है, ये 8-9 हज़ार की फर्क से कितनी उनकी वेरिएशन होती है. And we should encourage. The second thing is encouraging hand spinning is we are giving employment to our पार्ट टाइम लेडीज जॉब. हमारे जो माएँ बहनें बच्चियाँ जो इसमें काम कर रहे हैं, इसे पार्ट टाइम जॉब बिकॉज इससे सोर्स ऑफ लाइवलीहुड. वो जो हम कर रहे हैं दैट्स अ मशीन दैट इज गोइंग टू अ फैक्ट्री. वहाँ एक आदमी करता है, यहाँ 100 आदमी वही काम करता है. इवन इफ दे अर्न लेस बट सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट और पार्ट टाइम लाइफ रेनोवेशन.
In the meanwhile, I would like to thank our speaker, Dr.Asif. आप यहाँ से कर देंगे. Sir, I request Dr. Sarfaraz to tell the first steps.